Little Nightmares is an incredibly creepy little puzzle game that's more than the sum of its parts. I loved this game when it first came out, but its DLC, Secrets of the Maw? Its DLC is better. When I was younger, my brother, my cousin and I were all huge fans of the Roller Coaster Tycoon series. When our grandparents bought us the expansion packs, I was blown away. It was exactly the game I knew and loved, but more. The idea of additional content for games is nothing new, but with the prevalence of the internet in the mid-2000s, add-ons changed. Suddenly, you didn't have to buy a whole new disc to add content to the game, you could download it straight to the console. Developers started experimenting. Oblivion had some full-sized expansions which were brilliant, but also brought out the infamous horse armor. Companies began charging for individual costume packs or suits. Map packs were the standard for multiplayer shooters like Call of Duty. These days, the line between a full DLC pack and microtransactions are more distinct, but back then it was like the Wild West. And that brings us to Little Nightmares. My goodness, I love Little Nightmares. The monsters are grotesque and really memorable. The diorama puzzle boxes are so well designed. Exploring the huge, hulking ship, the Maw, is a wonderful experience. Each area is so densely packed, every room tells its own little story. Its DLC, Secrets of the Maw, doesn't completely reinvent the wheel, but it twists what you know about the base game and weaves such an interesting narrative. Secrets of the Maw is the perfect example of DLC done right. What really stands out about Little Nightmares are the monsters which you have to evade and battle throughout your journey. These giant, not quite human creatures are all long, gangly limbs and folds of skin. You can actually see the chefs in the base game scratch underneath their faces, hinting that they're somehow wearing something else's skin. Each other's skin, maybe? They do seem close. Either way, it's the worst. But the DLC expands on these creatures, giving us a few nasties to contend with. The first area sees us being hunted by a monster hiding underneath the water. The twist is, the safe ground isn't safe for too long. You'll have to keep moving if you want to stay alive. You get to see more and more of the monster the further into the area you go. At first, all you'll see is a hand coming up to grab you, but later you'll throw bait to distract them, and eventually you'll have to confront them directly. You get a few visits from Mr. Longarms from the original Little Nightmares. Isn't it lovely hanging out with old friends? Little shadow children in the later areas are a great twist on the final boss of the base game. These little twists and spins on established concepts are exactly what Little Nightmares additional content handles so well. The best add-on content takes what you know about a game and forces you to view it from a different angle. More of the same can be great, but top-tier DLC remixes a game, presenting familiar environments in a different context. Secrets of the Maw uses simple little tricks incredibly effectively to weave its story through the base game. Moving backwards through some of the areas Six explored, solving puzzles in reverse puts a fresh spin on each environment. You'll see events from the original game play out from a different perspective, getting captured at the same time as Six and escaping at different points. The DLC expands the world and lore of Little Nightmares, answering questions I didn't know needed answering and introducing new mysteries all their own. It brings in brand new mechanics too, most notably with the gnomes. These cute little creeps were all over the base game, hiding in nooks and crannies. Most would run away from Six, but in Secrets of the Maw, you befriend a load of these adorable little weirdos for some interesting lemmings-like puzzle solving. It's enough of an addition to make Secrets of the Maw really stand out from the original Little Nightmares. If you can't tell, I love Little Nightmares. Everything from the puzzles to the world and its lore are fleshed out in the DLC. Secrets of the Maw is a fantastic piece of content in its own right. It's an incredible companion piece to Little Nightmares, and in a lot of ways, I might actually prefer it to the main game. After playing through the DLC, I'm even more excited to find out what nightmares the sequel has in store for us, and if you'd like to see me play that, I'll be playing it in the future down at twitch.tv/SamuelCarmody, links in the description. And hey, if you liked what you saw today, why not subscribe for more videos like this?